In this episode of Bobscaping, we've come back to prune the candles on this white pine. And the goal of cutting them is to shape the tree, to give it that Christmas tree shape. And the other thing is to cut them early enough in the season that they can form a new bud on the very tip of this new growth, which is called a candle. So what you want to do is the longer parts, cut those candles shorter, usually about take half off. In the gaps, leave those candles either full length or just maybe take a third off. So we're going to use these Sandvik hand shears. And again, you want to keep them real sharp. You want to keep them as sharp as a kitchen knife. Put a little oil on to help them work. And these kinds with the rubber bumpers help take the shock out when you're giving it some heavy shearing action. So here we go. Notice we're wearing gloves because these candles are sticky, very sticky. So we're going to trim around here, knock that off, take these longer ones off here. This branch is sticking out a little, so we'll shorten it up. Take this off, get those longer ones there. Yeah, that's it. And boy, these are just cutting like butter because the shears are sharp and the new growth is still pretty tender. So get that one. We won't shorten these up quite as much because we kind of want this gap to fill in, so you don't take quite as much off of them. Knock a little off of this one. Go back around this way. Yeah, so you get the idea. You just want to kind of have a picture in your mind of what a Christmas tree looks like, and then just cut this to that same outline and you'll be all set. There, cut this one a little, cut these, and on top usually you want to pick your best one as your leader and leave it tall. I'm gonna go with that middle one there. It's actually got a double leader, so we're gonna try to get it back to a single leader. I could cut that one. We're gonna let this one be our leader, but we're still gonna shorten it a little bit. And then we'll cut these, shorten them up, because they're gonna want to compete for that apical dominance, as it's called, to be the leader of the pack. Okay, now let's move around here, see how we're looking. Okay, we're gonna shorten a couple of these up. Again, that's our leader. We're gonna leave it tall. Shorten some of these up a bit more so they don't want to compete, or so they don't compete. And again, this is we're what, May 19th today, so you know it's a little earlier than a lot of people do it, but you don't want to wait too long to do it, because again, you want that bud to be able to grow on the tip of the candle to form these same kind of growths next year. All right, for this episode of Bobscaping, this is Bob.